Let's bring out these two teams. Layla, who do you have?
Skating hot out of bends. Can you feel their flow? It's the Lava City Smokin' Ashes. Number 00, DZ. Number 1, Anya Az. Number 10, Disable Her. Number 1023, Physical Terrorist. Number 20, Environmental. Number 314, Full Frontal Nerdity. Number 603, Gypsy Sunshiner. Number 7, Slay Her. Number 79, Night Mary. Number 86, Volatile. Number 88, Darth Molly. And number 969, Cutthroat Kelly. Give it up for the Smokin' Ashes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, get your hands together for the Heartless Heathers. Starting with 0, it's Zero Master. Number 125, Adrenaline Crush. 163, Malicious Intentions. 1889, Bell Star. Number 21, Fatality. 247, Violet Femme. 31, Toxic Haste. 5150, Conduct Disorder. 64, Shredder Cheese. 71, Headache. Number 9, Sui Generous. 925, Dez. And led by Team Captain 424, Tegan and Scaria. And number 8, Team Captain China Doll Assassin. One more time, give it up for your Heartless Heathers. All right, we're going to be getting everybody out onto the track here in just a few short minutes. But before I do that, I want to see how many people in here, is this your first bout? Have you never seen Derby before? Raise your hand. All right, we got a few people. So, for the first couple jams, myself and Layla Smackdown will do a little Derby 101, and we'll explain how this all works.
Either way, it's a beautiful spectacle. So just let your eyes relax, and we're going to try and walk you through this as clearly and concisely as possible.
Well, we've got on the line with the stars on their helmet, Anya Az and Tegan Iscaria. They are the stars out there. They are called the Jammers.
That is correct. We do have 2 jammers on the track at a time. Both are capable of scoring points, but only after they have made it through what is called the pack on their initial pass.
And how they score those points is they have to pass the hips of each opposing player out there, and every set of hips they pass counts as a point.
Now, if you were paying attention to that oh-so-informative video on the front end, you might have picked up that a jam will last no more than 2 minutes at a time. However, as we just saw, that last jam probably didn't last more than 30 seconds. King, how is that possible?
Well, those jammers out there, the ones with the stars on their helmets, they are defined as lead jammer. And as you can see, Headache for the Heartless Heathers is now your lead jammer.
And with a seasoned vet like Headache, she's making it look easy, tiptoeing through the tulips, but it is a track cut infraction that is going to send Headache to the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box.
Well, you know what that's going to mean? That means she loses that lead jammer status, and we're now going to go with a full 2 minutes. Volatile comes in, gets tapped out of bounds at the top of the apex. Looks like there is going to be a double penalty out there as two of the players from Lava City will head to the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box.
Lava City currently without a jammer, as an infraction was picked up during the process of the Star Pass. Now, what a Star Pass is when a jammer tries to remove the star from their helmet and pass it to the pivot on their same team.
And with that, Headache does get through. She picks up another 5 points to put on the board because she passed all of the players, and she gets the points for the players that sit in the penalty box. So each pass can accumulate 5 points.
Great job by Lava City, reforming just in time as Headache comes in hot.
Great offense being played by the Heartless Heathers to peel off those blockers and try to get their jammer free. Well, that's a full 2 minute jam right there. Another 5 points put on the board for Headache. She picked up 20 in that jam.
Wearing the star for the Heartless Heathers is Violent Femme. Jockeying for position up against Darth Molly.
Looks like we're going to have some official discussions out there.
It looks like an official timeout, King.
Yes, sir.
You know what that is? That's a Porque no official timeout.
All right. You know, Porque no.
Porque yes.
I realized I started to say it. I didn't say Porque yes after it.
They want our mics down.
Well, at the end of play in that last jam, everybody had served their time in the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box, and we have 5-on-5, the way the Derby Gods have intended it to be played, out on the track. So, Layla, in case everybody out there is wondering who are all of those other people out on the track, those are the blockers.
They are very important people to my heart and to the game of roller derby. Their responsibilities are both offensive and defensive simultaneously, something that makes roller derby very unique from all other sports. We got to acknowledge Violent Femme, lead jammer for the Heartless Heathers.
Now, as you see, they always seem to stick together out there. That constitutes the pack. So all of the blockers stick together on the track from both teams, and they can't get more than 10 feet apart at any given time.
It's not only the ideal strategy, it's actually the rule sets of the game. You stray too far afield and try to engage, you got to go think about what you've done in the penalty box.
Yes, you do.
Now jamming for the Heartless Heathers, Conduct Disorder.
Going up again, Anyaz. Back block being called. That's going to send Adrenaline Crush to the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box.
The whistle tests have begun.
And it does look like there was another penalty placed out there. Lava City lost a blocker to the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box for a cut.
All right, let's start off this night with Tonkin.com. The largest selection of new and used autos in the Pacific Northwest is only a click away at Tonkin.com. They're the sponsor of our jam line. Who we got down there?
Now jamming for Smoke and Ashes, we have Volatile going up against Tegan Iscaria, who's got a whole cheering section in the house.
And with that, Tegan Iscaria does get out first. She is your lead jammer.
A slimming down of the pack. Heartless Heathers now down to only 2 blockers on the track.
Tegan Iscaria came in hot. She picked up 3 points. And once again, you know she got a point for the player in the penalty box.
All right, Bridgeport Brewing. Check out your Bridgeport Beer Cup. 3 lucky winners will drink Bridgeport on RCR tonight. See the bar for details. Bridgeport Brewing.
Darth Molly jamming for Lava City, going up against Headache for the Heartless Heathers.
Only 2 blockers out there right now for the Heartless Heathers. But Headache gets through and is awarded lead jammer.
Darth Molly's got her in her laser focus, breathing down her neck. Blockers jockeying for positioning, trying to gain control of this pack and protect their points.
Wow, that is a fast pack right there. And with that, Lava City gets on the board, picking up 3 points.
Bike Punk. Locally printed eco-friendly stickers, signs, and design. Visit bikepunk.com.
Now jamming for the Heartless Heathers, Violent Femme going up against Anya Az.
Violent Femme playing a little defense right now, not wanting Anyaz to get around her.
Charging up the inside, but meeting a formidable wall of Lava City. Both jammers forced to make up some time.
Zero Master tried to play a little bit of offense, but Violent Femme did get taken out of bounds. She's back in now, though, trying to fight through that wall.
Incredible defense coming from both sides of the aisle right now. Over 30 seconds off with no jammer emerged, but it's Violent Femme out for lead jammer.
I think she heard you talking about her not being able to get out yet.
Her ears and wheels are burning.
Well, Violent Femme has officially lapped the pack. She does get 5 points for that.
And we do have a star pass. Just a reminder again, the jammer is capable of passing the star to the pivot, allowing for the pivot to then score points once the initial pass has been made. But just to let you know, if the jammer that passed the star had been lead jammer, they do not pass the lead jammer status along to their pivot.
That's a great explanation, Layla.
That status, it's then forfeited. So, but who doesn't love a 2-minute jam?
Nobody. Everybody loves it.
All right, everybody, it looks like another Porque No official timeout.
Porque yes.
Porque yes.
Porque No. And speaking of star passes, Layla, Voodoo Donut, the magic is in the hole. Proud sponsor of the Rose City Rollers and the Wheels of Justice.
And you know who else loves the Wheels of Justice? It's none other than Purple Rain, shimming and shaking. Join in the cheers and grab a fistful of raffle tickets. They are currently making the rounds.
Well, after that official review, it looks like Violent Femme is going to spend some time in the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box. So it's right now a power jam for Lava City.
Heartless Heathers doing what they can to squash this power jam opportunity.
Excellent defense by the Heathers. Volatile right now having no luck getting past that wall.
Lava City now trying really hard to throw some offense, but unfortunately kind of getting in their jammers' way in the process. But that inside line was unopposed. Volatile lead jammer, Lava City.
Ooh, Violent Femme comes through on a mission. She's finally out of the pack. Directional play penalty picked up at the very end of that play. Cutthroat Cali picking up a penalty.
OHSU Sports Medicine. OHSU Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical care team of the Rose City Rollers.
Conduct disorder, where's the star for the Heartless Heathers? Going up against number 88, Darth Molly for the Smokin' Ashes.
Oh, it was almost a photo finish. Both jammers right now in a foot race to the back of the pack.
Blaze Streaming Media, the live broadcast of tonight's bout is brought to you by Blaze Streaming Media.
That was really awesome in that last jam, how Darth Molly just really cranked up the heat, put that pressure on, forced that call off.
Definitely, that was a no-win situation. Well, you could have maybe pulled out of a couple points, but definitely you had lost your position. The jammer was in front. It's a good call off.
Tegan and Scaria jams for the Heartless Heathers and is out. Lead jammer.
She loves running up that inside line. Anya Az now has out and had to slap that cap back on her head.
Tegan and Scaria grabbing that inside line, which was completely unopposed. Shortest distance around the track, grabbing 4 points in the process.
WSL Leadership Coaching, helping you be more awesome in your work, sport, and life.
More awesome.
I've heard amazing things about them, and not just the noise that we leak, that we're told to leak. I hear they are incredible, motivating, inspiring people.
Kind of like you.
Oh, go on now. Those really are just rumors. Headache jams for the Heartless Heathers going up against Volatile.
Volatile got it bumped out and did make it back in without a penalty. Headache gets tossed to the deck.
Huge hit by Night Mary. Unbelievable recycling, jumping up to the front. You normally only see apex jumps by jammers, but that blocker can do it all.
Headache comes in, full head of steam. Gets through it for 5 points, and we've got a cut track on Volatile. She will spend 30 more seconds of her life in that pass through Rubin penalty box.
Belle Star crashing that wall from the outside to in. Fistful of points picked up on Headache on that pass.
I don't know how she does it, but she makes it look pretty. 1 foot gliding around that outside of that wall.
Belle Star playing goat herder, picking someone off the back of the pack.
Belle Star dropping one of Lava City's players in the back of the pack. That was 603.
That was Gypsy Sunshiner. Also out there with Night Mary doing an unbelievable job recycling and reabsorbing that jammer.
Did you know that Franz Bakery has been proudly baking in Portland since 1906? One of our great sponsors. Thank you so much, Franz Bakery.
And for those of you who might not have been here during our Fans Bakery halftimes, we chuck out a bunch of bread during our halftime sometimes, and it's a fan favorite. Fran's bread.
Who doesn't love a bread toss?
Oh, yeah, bread toss. And Lava City right now taking that time out. It's a good opportunity. 20 more points got thrown up on the board. Heartless Heathers 62, Lava City on 8. So they need to regroup and come out kind of swinging in this next jam.
Getting back to the skating action on the track, we have both teams at full capacity. Violent Femme once again jockeying for position up against Darth Molly.
Darth Molly looking to take that inside, ends up on the deck, pops right back up. China Doll Assassin, though, knocks her right out of bounds.
Amazing hustle and preservation of that inside line by China Doll.
Violent Femme unsure if the blocker went out of bounds. Sure enough, though, blocker did go out of bounds. Smart move. She's your lead jammer.
Thwarted apex jump by Toxic Haste.
Shredder Cheese up front. Beautiful work offensively to get her jammer free.
Once again, Shredder playing some perfectly timed offense. 5 more points picked up for Violent Femme. Violent Femme, relatively new member of the Heartless Heathers, but a seasoned Derby veteran, sharpening her wheels all the way across the seas in Barcelona.
Well, that was a nice big hit from Lava City on Violent Femme. They basically Oreo cookied her, kept her on her feet. She was the cream filling there, but one way or another, she made it out of that pack.
Two Town cider on sale at the concession stand. That is damn fine cider made right here in the Pacific Northwest.
Conduct disorder for the Heathers up against Anya Az for Lava City.
Anya Az is out first as your lead jammer for Lava City.
That was a little choo-choo caboose action. DZ plowing through, tripping up. Conduct disorder for a little speed scrubbing.
And right at the end of that play, disable her, picked up a direction of play penalty, and that will sit her in the penalty box to start this next jam.
Deb Counts Tabor, let Deb guide you home. Proud realtor sponsor of the Rose City Rollers. Welcome to PDX.com.
Tegan and Scaria jams for the Heartless Heathers up against Volatile for the Smokin' Ashes.
Tegan Iscari out first. Very nice move, swinging around at the top of the turn 1. Cap is off. The pivot has it. Cutthroat Cali getting leveled in the back.
Malicious intentions, reinforcing a terrible wall of blue in the back, just tormenting Cutthroat Cali.
Night Mary picking up a out-of-play penalty, I do believe, but she will spend some time in the penalty box. Tegan Iscaria wrestling with those 2 blockers up front, manages to get through and pick up another 5 points.
Offense coming crashing in from Lava City, but Tegan Iscaria is so fast around the track, got to refocus energies on defense.
Cutthroat Cali finally puts the cap on her head, goes way back to start again. Right now, the defense of the Heathers looking unstoppable. Cutthroat Cali absolutely having no luck with trying to find a hole to get through.
Tegan and Scariest fan club picked the perfect place to set up shop. Lots of action coming out of turn 2.
Well, that was great offense by Lava City, but they made it easy for Tegan Iscaria to get through.
All right, while you get a chance, go back up to the front and get your tickets for the Heartless Heathers raffle. A lot of great stuff in there. 1 month unlimited classes from K-Fit Studio, a t-shirt from them also, coffee from Coava Coffee, a sweatshirt also. How about this? A $250 tattoo gift certificate from Esoteric Tattoo, and original artwork from Oh Boy Studios.
Headache jams for the Heathers going up against Darth Molly for Smokin' Ashes.
No pack is called, and with that, Headache gets through to become lead jammer.
A perfectly placed Zero Master throws a little bit of hand grenade offense. Eking Headache out for another fistful of points.
Headache comes in, tries to glide around, but they do catch her, tap her out of bounds, but she's right back in it.
Really amazing foot speed control. She came in super hot. It would have been pretty easy for any old amateur to just kind of skate on by, but she really took that opportunity to kind of rein it back in, harness her control, and then redirect.
Sui Generous taking out Darth Molly, taking her back. $15 points now on the board for Headache in this jam. Right now, everything's coming up Millhouse for the Heartless Heathers.
Amazing blue vortex of doom happening right around turn 1. Lava City Jammers struggling to make their way around. It does look like a high block is going to send Headache to the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box.
That's an opportunity right now that Lava City really needs, as DZ finally gets out of the pack as the whistle goes down.
Yeah, you mentioned that Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box. Bad girls, good beer.
Smokin' Ashes currently sitting with both a jammer and blocker advantage. Anya Ass jamming for Lava City.
Here comes the waterfall of offense. And just like that, Anya Az gets out. Toxic Haste, had a piece but could not control her.
Beautifully timed offense by Lava City blockers. Great speed control by Anya Ass, just surfing around the tailwind of Toxic Haste.
Headache now served her time and has breached the pack on her first initial pass. Nightmare at the end of that play picked up a direction of play penalty, and she will start in the penalty box in this next jam.
Kelly Brown loves roller derby.
And we love Kelly Brown.
Kelly Brown has a bus stop bench around town, and whenever I see it, it makes me smile so big.
Well, because he loves roller derby. How can you not smile at that bus bench?
That's exactly it. And
Do
I
you
love
say
Kelly
that
Brown.
as you pass it? Kelly Brown loves roller derby?
I can't help myself. I do every single time.
I
And
love
it's
it.
right by my house, too. Violent Femme lead jammer, Heartless Heathers. beautiful job, not only playing defense led by Beltstar, but sweeping out that entire clogged lane of the inside. Clear path for Violent Femme to pick up a fistful of points.
Bellstar picking up a infraction on the track. She will spend some time in the Pabst Ribbon penalty box. Violent Femme took flight, picked up 2 points on that pass.
That was a really great hustle at the very end of that jam. The blockers set up to kind of draw a division of the pack, but then as soon as their jammer was past them, they were hustling to the front. Not sure if she would have the opportunity to call it off, but preserving their points in the process.
Darth Molly and Conduct Disorder on the line. Conduct Disorder makes short work of that pack and is out running up the inside line.
Awesome toe stop work by Conduct Disorder. Came in really, really hot. Just a quick little hip pivot kind of reined in the speed.
Slayer picking up a penalty at the end of that and will spend some time in the penalty box.
PDX Pipeline, your online source for Portland's music, arts, and events scene.
Tegan and Scaria jamming for the Heathers, going up against Anyaz.
Anyaz running up the outside line. She's your lead jammer.
DZ dropping Tegan and Scaria hard on that inside. Apex jump unscathed. 5 points, Anyaz.
Elvira Mental picking up a forearm penalty is in the penalty box.
Oaks Amusement Park, home of your Rose City Rollers and the place to purchase your derby gear.
Volatile wearing the star for the Smokin' Ashes, going up against Headache for the Heartless Heathers.
Headache getting stopped on her initial push, runs up the inside line and is your lead jammer.
Cutthroat Callie doing a great job of knocking out that kickstand that was China Doll.
They push Headache out at the top of the apex. She muscles her way through and picks up a well-earned 5 points.
Big hit coming from Elvira Mental. Smokin' Ashes blockers did a great job of setting up shop on that inside, forcing Headache around, only picking up a few points on that last pass before being forced to call it.
Asha Wellness chiropractor Dr. Carrie Shaw specializes in pain management and motor vehicle accidents.
Darth Molly jams for Lava City up against Violent Femme.
Violent Femme working that. Oh! Got squished between them and taken out. Out of play hit on, I believe, Cutthroat Callie.
We have a whittling down of both packs.
Well, she splits the two blockers and makes it back out, picking up another 5 points.
Great defense coming from number 925, Dez. Dez also a relatively new member to the Heartless Heathers, but no stranger to Rose City Roller Derby, having recently aged up from the juniors program.
Low block being called on Bellstar. Fatality picking up a, nope, she's called back on. Well, right now there's a plethora of players headed to the penalty box. It's like a rave out there with all those whistles. Violent Femme taking the jammer all the way back into the pack. Trying to burn some of that time and get some of her players back out there, but this jam comes to an end, and I'm gonna hand it over to Hamtrak.
Echo Construction. The friendly people at Echo Construction love custom home building, remodels, and roller derby.
All of those things are true. They are totally friendly. And I would say they're more than just love roller derby. I would say they're downright obsessed with roller derby.
How can you not be obsessed with roller derby?
That is some real talk. More real talk. Anya Az jamming for Lava City. Anya Az, lead jammer.
She's been lead jamming the last couple times she's been out there. Anya Az is definitely picking up her momentum in this game.
Woo, but that was scrubbed a little bit by Fatality.
Well, she calls it off. No points picked up. And official review is coming from Lava City.
We're going to let the referees and coaches put their heads together real quick. They do have a microphone, so they will be letting us know what's the haps.
Oh, yeah? Well, I believe the official review was used just as an additional timeout for Lava City. Allows them to stop the clock, catch their breath, and have one more jam at least in this half.
Looks like we got a bunch of Usher fans in the house. Thank you so much, DJ Agent Meow, for keeping the awesome tunes spinning and motivating on the track. Tegan and Scaria jams for the Heathers is out unscathed in 3 seconds flat, lead jammer.
You know, I think she likes that inside line. Every time she goes out there, that seems to be hers. Until she goes back around, and then she goes on the outside line.
I think she was taking advantage of the centrifugal force. It looked like there was a temptation for a self-assist, but then she realized that it was a Lava City skater, so she kind of reined it back in time. Kudos.
It looked great. Regardless, looked awesome. Well, we're going into halftime.
Getting back to all of the action on the track. The track is no longer lava, but Anya Az is jamming for Lava City up against Headache for the Heartless Heathers.
Headache trying to get through on that inside. They figured it out. They shut her down. She is out as lead jam, but has to go back and start again.
That little inside love tap courtesy of Slay Her. Great last ditch covering of the inside line, but Headache is lead jammer.
Headache comes in like a wrecking ball. Bodies go flying. Lava City sets back up in the front to try to contain her.
That was some nice offense by Disabler, who then quickly turned attention back to defense on Headache's approach.
Five points being picked up on that pass. 10 total for Headache in this jam. Cutthroat Callie taking the cap, picked up a penalty, and she is now in the penalty box, giving up a power jam to the Heathers.
I didn't see the call, but I'm guessing it might have been a back block. Toxic Haste had done a great job of setting up shop right on that inside line. Jammer came in real hot, dropping Toxic.
Toxic Haste right now giving love to Disabler. Oh, Headache. How does she do it, and how does she stay in bounds?
Well, I think her body is coated in cooking grease and her skates in sandpaper. No, I'm just kidding. She's just amazing. Lots of skill and expertise.
Sock it to me. Unleash your inner superhero at sockittome.com. And 808. Food so good, straight broke the mouth. 2 locations, Burnside and Woodstock.
Night Mary and Violent Femme down on the line. Violent Femme trying to tiptoe through the tulips up that inside and gets tapped out of bounds.
That inside line unopposed, grabbed by Night Mary.
Violent Femme. Oh! There was some jammer hitting going on. No penalties assessed as of yet. So I'm going to throw it over to Hamtramck.
All right, Selwood Pet Supply, quality nutrition and supplies for your pet. Are y'all dog people or cat people?
Both.
Good answer.
I am a single lady in my late 30s. Of course, the answer is both.
Does it have fur? I love it.
Can it not escape my clutches? Of course, I love it. Volatile jams for Lava City up against
Conduct disorder.
Disorder, a.k.a. Balls. And it's balls for lead jammer.
Toxic Haste picking up a penalty. She'll spend some time in the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box.
Volatile charging right through that inside line on the initial pass.
All right. Let's shout out one of our groups tonight. Thank you for our groups for coming. Let's welcome the Oregon Nurses Association. They are here supporting Tegan and Scaria, who is on the jam line right now for the Heartless Heathers.
Tegan Iscaria and Darth Molly are your jammers out on the track. Tegan Iscaria took the outside line this time. Same result, she's your lead jammer.
Great twosome work by Suey and Fatality.
Tegan Iscaria picking up a back block call. She will spend some time in the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box.
Great job by Zero Master catching a piece of Darth Molly as she tried to creep up that outside. Fantastic reforming and waterfall defense by the Heartless Heathers. Sui Jennery punishing Darth Molly with her fearsome eyebrows and booty blocking.
Misconduct call being called on the track. Lava City having a player in the penalty box.
Heartless Heathers just did such a great job playing offense and just kind of scrambling up that Lava City didn't even realize the opposing jammer was already around.
Zero Master getting taken out by Cutthroat Cali, but Cutthroat Cali ends up out of bounds and has to go back and start again.
Zero Master dropping Cutthroat Cali, forcing the drop back.
Cut call being assessed to Tegan and Scaria. Power jam now for Lava City.
All right, I want to shout out another couple of our groups that we have. Thank you for coming. We'd like to welcome the Autodesk Women in Leadership Group from their local office in Lake Oswego, creating powerful design software. You can make anything with Autodesk applications. Anything, Layla.
Anything.
Oh, and it looks like we have a Porque No official timeout.
Well, they want to make the points are right on the board. Make sure all the penalties are assessed correctly. They want to make sure they look good out on the track.
Absolutely.
Do some hairstyling.
T's crossed.
Eyes dotted.
I was going to opt for the ever popular lowercase j's.
But of course you were. That would be Jiffy.
That's exactly the J I was thinking of. Tegan and Scaria jams for the Heartless Heathers, going up against Anya Ass for Lava City.
Wow.
A little bit of a turn and a tumble before the jammer line. Anya Ass going up against Toxic Haste as the last line's defense, dropping, reabsorbing by a wall of Heathers.
She did not look happy when she came up. I am almost worried Anya Az got hurt in that situation. Tegan and Scaria out. Tegan and Scaria is your lead jammer.
I think Bellstar was the only one that did notice that successful star pass. Tried to scrub a little speed off Cutthroat Cali. Toxic Haste and Bellstar making up probably at least 2 decades worth of roller derby experience between the two of them.
Heck, you might even have 2 decades just with one of them. Cutthroat Cali out of the pack. 4 more points on the board for Lava City.
All right, let's mention some more of the groups. Awesome groups tonight. Good Green Neighbors, Portland's eco-friendly landscape maintenance since 2004. And let's also shout out Stranger Pings, the newest and arguably best team at Squarespace Portland. I heard him cheering out there.
Nightmare jams for the Smokin' Ashes up against Headache.
Headache.
And you could say that Headache just can't get enough of lead jammer.
When I'm with you, baby, I get out of the pack. Sorry, I lost my mind for a moment there, but Headache is on her scoring pass. And that should be a grand slam, 5 points.
Lava City showing a much quicker shift to offense, but underestimating Headache's speed. 5 points picked up for the Heartless Heathers.
Nightmare finally out of the pack on her initial pass. Headache now with 14 in this jam and calls it off.
Let's shout out Tonkin.com. The largest selection of new and used autos in the Pacific Northwest is only a click away at Tonkin.com, sponsor of our Jammer line. Layla, who we got on that Jammer line?
Well, funny you should ask. We have Violent Femmes skating for the Heartless Heathers, going up against Volatile for Lava City.
Oh, Violent Femme found a little opening on that outside, and she's now your lead jammer. Well, there's a bunch of whistles out there. We've got players all over the place headed to the penalty box. Back block being called on Volatile. I think the ref finally got her as she went halfway around the track already.
Great last-ditch hit by Cutthroat Callie, forcing Violent Femme all the way back to do it again.
Volatile comes in at the very end of that jam. 2 points were picked up by the Heathers in that. I think they're going to discuss no points scored for Lava City.
Great coaching coming from Heartless Heathers alumni Mel Mangles, Scratcher in the Eye, and Zizou.
OHSU Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical care team of the Rose City Rollers. And we have another Porque no official timeout.
Porque yes.
Buffalo Gap Saloon and Eatery, John's Landing's favorite eatery and saloon. Also Black Cat Plumbing, your local neighborhood plumbing company and a proud sponsor of RCR and the Wheels of Justice since 2009. Layla, you were on the Wheels of Justice in 2009.
I was just going to say.
We're all so old, it's true.
You know what? You're the youngest one of the three of us, so don't feel bad.
You wouldn't know from my saltiness, though, or for the creaking in my knees.
Well, that's only because you've had to put up with people like us for the last so many years.
Aging me as we speak.
Hey, over 40 roller derby for King and I is very creaky.
There you go.
The King and I, that's got a catchy ring to it.
I should make a movie.
At least.
Or at least a musical.
The groove is in the heart.
Commander Balls and Darth Molly out on the track. Darth Molly getting tapped out of bounds, takes the cap off already, which is too bad. Well, no, it isn't. Commander Balls is your lead jammer.
Looks like D-Light is getting the better of everyone on the track. They're losing their minds.
It must be those chills that spill up their back. It keeps them filled with satisfaction when you're done. Have satisfaction of what's to come.
This is the song that should like have a dance jam. This is a dance jam song. So don't forget, support the women and girls this holiday giving season and donate to the Rose City Rollers through the Give Guide. Go to giveguide.org today.
The groove is in the heart, and it is Dez on the line for the Heathers. Skipping around the outside, lead jammer.
I'm not sure what kind of toe stops those were, but man, she put them to good use to get out of that pack.
I smell sponsorship material.
What does it smell like?
Maybe it's groove is in her stops? Bad dad jokes, just leave me alone. It's okay.
God, Dad.
Dez getting low, almost snuck by them all. Does make it through, and that's 10 points so far on the board, and she's still going.
The back end of Belle Star is the stuff that Night Mary is dreading.
And there's a cut call on the track. And that is going to put Night Mary in the penalty box.
Just as Lava City was trying to form, Belle Star jumped right on in. Cutthroat Callie catching the piece of Dez.
Lots of penalties right now. And I believe that's going to put, well, at least 2 players in the Papsu penalty box for Lava.
Bridgeport Brewing at the concession stand. Check your Bridgeport beer cup. 3 lucky winners will drink Bridgeport on RCR tonight. See the bar for details.
Toxic Haste jamming for the Heartless Heathers. I'm still just so happy to have Haste back. The novelty of Toxic Haste being back has not worn off for me. Nor for Toxic Haste, lead jammer Heartless Heathers.
And DZ picking up, I believe, an out-of-play penalty. And that'll put another blocker in the penalty box for Lava.
Shredder, China Doll Assassin, and Adrenaline Crush annihilating Night Mary.
Toxic Haste owning that track. She is all over the place. Lateral movement from side to side. She makes it look easy, Layla.
So much speed, turning that oval into a circle.
Are they doing a 27-5 or what?
Night Mary was out on her initial. Toxic Haste said, I have done enough endurance for the night. Calls it off.
And we have a Red Bull now served at the bar at RCR Bouts. Red Bull. And we have an official timeout. Porque no.
Porque yes.
Porque yes.
Porque yes.
Oh yes.
Porque siempre.
Porque no. Delicious tacos. Worth mentioning over and over.
WSL Leadership Coaching, helping you be more awesome in your work, sport, and life. Apparently extremely motivating people. Also, Deb Counts Tabor. Let Deb guide you home. Proud realtor sponsor of the Rose City Rollers. Welcome to PDX.com.
Conduct disorder jams for the Heathers up against Volatile.
Balls.
Commander Balls ended up on the deck in turn 1. Ooh, and rocked back at the top of the apex.
Sui.
There's a cut track being called on Physical Terrorist.
Great effort by Zero Master, getting that pack to be speedy, breaking up that wall.
Speaking of the wall, the magic is in the hole. Voodoo Donut, proud sponsor of the Rose City, don't even try. Proud sponsor of the Rose City Rollers and the Wheels of Justice.
Tegan and Scaria jamming once more for the Heartless Heathers up against Darth Molly.
Darth Molly found a way through that pack. The force is strong with that one.
She got jazz hands and everything. Spinning and twisting, taking advantage of that speedy pack.
Excellent defense being laid down right now by Lava City. Darth Molly hitting the deck, though.
Malicious intentions. Recent transplant from Cherry City, but Darth Molly shrugs it off. Skating the long game, 5 points picked up on that pass.
Beautiful hit out there in turn 2. Drops Darth Molly, but she pops right back up and is back in that action.
Let's thank the following sponsors: Portland Mercury, Portland Vital Signs, Kay's Bar, and Shebop.
So just to clarify what happened in the last moments of that jam, we did have the lead jammer calling off that jam, but simultaneously was being called to the penalty box on a track cut. So currently, we have a power jam for the Heartless Heathers.
Balls.
And it is a lead jam for Balls.
Dr. Balls.
Balls steamrolling through for 5 points picked up. We have just under 10 minutes of play left in this game.
Sui Generous picking up a penalty. Helped her jammer get free, but she's going to spend some time in the penalty box for it. Cutthroat Callie dropping Commander Balls.
Great job by Dez owning that inside line, sweeping the jammer out and back in again.
Cutthroat Callie doing a defensive job that is just amazing.
Awesome setup of an old school hammer nail. Full frontal nerdity taking advantage and dropping the jammer.
That was a good hit, but she took him out of play by doing it.
Looks like a team timeout by Lava City Smoke and Ashes.
Let's mention Laurelhurst Theater and Pub, the best of modern cinema, independent, art, and classic film for Portland's movie lovers.
And you know it's fancy when it's called cinema.
Of course, when it's cinema, it's a much higher level of fancy.
It's true. You have to throw your pinky out
Yes,
as you're,
yes, of
you're
course.
drinking your soft drink.
Yes, of course.
The height of refinement.
Popcorn with a pinky.
Would you meet me in the East Salon and watch some cinema with me? Bike Punk,
Will you
locally printed, eco-friendly stickers, signs, and design. Visit bikepunk.com.
On the topic of refinement, Bike Punk.
What'd I do?
Violent Femme jamming for the Heartless Heathers, going up against Nightmare. Quickest lead jammer gain yet, under 2 seconds.
Oh, Nightmare finds an opening. She's now out of the pack on her initial pass.
Heather's doing a great quick squeeze of the Lava City blockers to that outside line.
You know, a couple of our wonderful sponsors down the concession stand, one of my favorites to say, Two Town Cider, damn fine cider, made here in the Pacific Northwest. Check it out for yourself.
Damn fine cider.
Peanut butter and jam. Headache jamming for the Heartless Heathers, going up against Volatile for Lava City.
Headache almost made it out and then gets tapped out of bounds in turn one. Not your lead jammer.
I'm surprised Bell didn't yell it out.
Volatile still struggling in the back. She's at the top of the apex, pulls the cap off. That means we're going for a full 2 minutes.
Zero Master had an eye on the attempt of the Star Pass, hustling to the front. Now it's Belle Star's turn.
Belle Star picking up a forearm call as she drops Cutthroat Callie in turn three. She knew it. The refs knew it. Hamtrak knew it.
We all knew it.
She didn't even argue that one.
Well, she wants to call it off, but she is not your lead jammer. This is going to go the full 2 minutes. Fatality picking up an infraction with about 10 seconds left in that jam. She'll spend some time in the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box.
Bridgeport Brewing, check out your Bridgeport Beer Cup. 3 lucky winners could win beer on RCR tonight. See the bar for details. And it looks like we have, it's an official review. Let's shout out Fran's Bakery. They have been proudly baking in Portland since 1906, and those oatmeal apple cookie things that they make.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We got a Fran's Outlet right down the street from my house. I
You
go
have one
there
too?
all the time, and I stock up.
The yellow team is asking for a cut penalty on the blue jammer from the last jam.
About as hot as I think I'm going to take it.
The blocker yellow 8-6 did hit the blue jammer out of bounds. However, she went out of play and therefore lost her superior position. So while the blue jammer did come in front of yellow 8-6, there is no cut call. Yellow team has lost their review for the period.
So no cut call on the track, and the review for Lava City is now gone. We're going to see Tegan Iscaria down on the line going up against Darth Molly.
Sluggish start for both jammers. But Tegan Iscaria shrugs it off. Lead jammer.
And it looks like Darth Molly picking up a cut on the track. And that's going to be a power jam for Tegan Iscaria.
Let's check in one more time with a Ya fan club out there. Who's here to support Tegan Iscaria? Make some noise.
Looks like Tegan Iscaria did pick up an infraction out there, hanging out in the penalty box. Darth Molly's back in there, cap in hand. Five points picked up on that pass. China Doll Assassin picking up a penalty.
I want to give some quick love to China Doll Assassin. I have been a fan of hers for many years now, and she is like a very fine wine and just keeps getting better, stronger, and more important for her team.
Darth Molly picking up another penalty. It was a cut track. Another power jam out there. Tegan Iscaria is racking up points. She's at 20 right now.
All right. Tonkin.com, the largest selection of new and used autos in the Pacific Northwest, is only a click away at Tonkin.com. And OHSU Sports Medicine, they are the proud official sponsor and medical team of the Rose City Rollers.
Starting in a power jam, Commander Balls. And a low block call being called. That's going to give up a power jam. And now Darth Molly has an opportunity to get lead jammer.
Low block, soon to be known as leg block.
Bellstar did so much work out there. Her toe stop could not keep up with it.
Attempted apex jump by Darth Molly was thwarted expertly by Sui.
Another power jam. Commander Balls is the solo jammer out there. She's got 5 on the board so far. The clock right now working in Heather's favor. That will be a cut track being called on Slay Her. There's a half a six-pack of yellow shirts sitting in the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box.
Bellstar with the last-ditch sweep out, responsible for contributing to 4 of those points picked up on that pass. Big jam for conduct disorder.
1 minute left in this game. Are you guys having a good time? You should buy a season pass on sale now and catch every single game in 2018.
Violent Femme out as your lead jammer. Darth Molly also hanging out, trying to get through that pack. Ooh, that was a hockey stop to a toe stop. All kinds of fun stops out there, and she picks up 4 points. Timeout being called by Lava City.
We are in the fading moments of this bout, but be sure to stick around, stay off the track until we have the official final score, at which point we will have victory laps and the announcement of MVPs as selected by the teams.
Do-da-dip. Do-da-da-dip. Pushing down on me. Nightmare and Headache are going to be your jammers in what could be the last jam of this game. No promises, though.
Headache is your lead jammer.
Toxic Ace picking up a penalty. She's headed to the Pabst Blue Ribbon penalty box. Headache is out, picking up 5 more points. Nightmare out of the pack on her initial. Headache calling this jam off. We've got an unofficial score of 415 to 48. We're going to let the officials do their thing, talk about the score, make sure everything is correct. And then we'll throw it down to Hamtrak to do the MVPs.
Y'all put your hands together for Lava City. And give it up for your Heartless Heathers. We'll let them take their victory handshake laps, and then we'll get together and we'll do MVPs. So hang loose. Thank you, officials. You are awesome. Go, Jersey. I want to see some dancing. Everybody put your hands together for DJ Agent Meow spinning the tunes. All right. Teams, get together and decide your MVPs. All right, before we do the MVPs, don't forget, the after party is at Selwood Public House, right down the street, very close, Selwood Public House. Everybody come over and hang out with the Heathers and the Smokin' Ashes, and we're gonna have a great time. You guys ready? They need 1 second. I have the roster here if you need the roster. Oh, you're getting your awards? That's fine. They have to go get their awards. They have to go get theirs. All right, no worries. Do you want to do your awards first now and get that out of the way? Okay, let's do that. Oh, wow. Do you guys want to get in on this picture? That's not really cool to, like, leave your people out. All right, we got everybody here. Let's start with our visiting team from Bend, Oregon. Let's go MVP blocker. Who do you have for MVP blocker? Belle Star. The one and only. And your MVP jammer. Headache. All right, let's go to the Heathers now. The MVP blocker is yours.
969 Cutthroat Kelly!
Cutthroat Kelly! And let's go to Tegan Iscaria for the MVP jammer.
Darth Molly.
All right, let's get all the MVPs right here, please. Get the MVPs together.